Hi everyone, it's Art with Andrea Burley. Today we are going to do, I don't know what we're going to call it, like animal camouflage, camouflaged animals, just animal faces. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice different faces. So then you could just take one face if you want and put it on a whole sheet of paper. And then just do the lines of the marker. So super easy. You won't need to draw the animal bodies, and get the proportions right. It's just the different eyes and the mouth and the nose. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you 6 different faces, just what I did, just simple, easy faces, and then how to make at least one of them with the markers around it. Okay? All right. So for this, you're going to need at least one sheet of paper, if not 2. With your sheet of paper, I divided mine into 6 different squares, just so I could practice the different faces and to kind of see what it would look like on one whole sheet of paper. So we're going to first fold it hot dog style, so long ways. So fold it down. So we're going to fold it down first, and then we're going to divide it in 3. So kind of like how you fold to get it into an envelope, is I first kind of loop it, like I don't fold it yet, and I put the other one over to kind of see if they're even. And they don't have to be perfectly even. It's just really a guide for our squares, so we can kind of see where we're going to put them. So this is going to help us center our eyeballs, center our mouths, so kind of give us measurement without a ruler. Okay, so after you fold it, you should have 6 different squares. So like I said, if you don't want to make 6 squares, you don't have to. You can just do 1. I'm just going to show you how I did 6 different faces. The first one, I think it looks like a polar bear. So this one is 2 eyes, a really big nose, and then a tiny mouth. So you're going to want to put your eyes in the middle of your square. They're kind of close together, so probably for little fingers, about 2 fingers apart. And then your nose is like a rounded upside down triangle. And rounded meaning no sharp corners. So you could draw a triangle and then just round the corners if you want. I made the polar bear with a black nose. When we do the cat or panda, you can go ahead and do like a pink nose if you want. And then this has just a tiny mouth. Just like that. Okay, this next one kind of looks like a puppy to me, like a dog. So this one, we're going to do the same eyes as the bear. So about 2, probably 2 little fingers apart. For me, it's about 1.5. And then we're going to do the same upside down triangle with the soft corners, with the rounded corners, a little smaller than we did for the bear. We're going to do the same smile mouth. We can color in the nose. Give them a tongue. I think the tongue helps. I'm going to color my tongue red so you can kind of visualize my animal here. Look at that. It comes alive with just a pop of color. And then if you just do little freckles just around the nose. So this is kind of like where the whiskers are. And then I'm going to draw an oval around it, trying to stay as close as I can, and that's it. Now for your panda, or let's do this bird over here first. So I think it looks kind of like an owl. So this one, the same dots as before, same eyes, in the center of the paper, about your 2 fingers apart, or 1.5 for adults. This one you're going to do a bigger circle around it. So the tiny part of the eye is right in the center. Oops. Mine's a little wonky. If you want for your big paper, oh, I should have just traced my marker head, is you could get perfect circles for your big paper. This is just kind of practice. And then for the beak, it's an upside down sharp triangle. So with the actual corners. I'm going to color mine orange so you can kind of see the beak. Of course, I think I kind of like it with black, but that's okay. Okay, next one. This one, I'm not quite sure what the animal is. I think it's kind of like a cat. So this one has the same eyes, but they're a little further apart. So for adults, I would say a full 2 fingers. These are a little smaller than what we did for the bears and the dog. So I'm going to do a full 2 fingers apart. So kids, you could probably do maybe 3 fingers. And then we're going to do the upside down soft nose again. Soft triangle, rounded triangle. And then we're going to do the same mouth. I hope it kind of looks like a cat. I don't really know. And then you're going to do your whiskers. So this one I did more. And then I don't think the freckles really help it look like a cat. But if you want to put freckles in here, you can do that. I think the pink nose is key for the cat for this one. Okay, the panda bear. Panda bear is going to be sideways ovals. Okay, and then we're going to keep the inside of it white, which is super tricky. And I think it's tricky to draw ovals in general, not to mention kind of even ones. So we're going to go like this. I even made that one way too big. But I'm going to try to make this one the same size. Oh man, mine's totally wonky. Okay, and then you're going to do your circle inside. These kind of look like dog ears. Oh well. And then you're going to color it in. So I would say this one is one of the harder ones to do. Because it's super hard to get ovals right. These kind of look like dog ears. Which you can, when you make your big one, like you could add some ears in there when you do the marker around it. It's kind of like the animal is poking through like trees or brush or something. Except we're making it super colorful. Yeah, this is like totally wonky. Okay, so I'm going to center it, my nose, to the panda. So mine's going to be totally sideways. But it's just so it kind of looks somewhat like a panda. So there's that one. And then I tried to make like a different kind of cat. It didn't really work, but I'll show you what I did. So I did 2 eyeballs. I did do them further spread apart. And then I did a tiny nose. And the smile. So I did like a smaller cat. So basically the same one as over here. So if you wanted, you could practice putting ears, which might, maybe this one needs a tongue. That looks more like a cat, doesn't it? So if you wanted something a little different, you could add ears. Like this one kind of looks like a dog. So maybe you do dog ears. And you just do lines. So then to disguise, so to add your feathers or your fur, we can do the dog. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna do different layers of feathers going out or hair going out, a marker going out. So I would start close in and you're just gonna do lines. So I would just do rows like this. We kind of did this with our cat, or with our rabbit in disguise. And you're just gonna keep going out. And you're gonna use the same color till you have enough rows. And then you're gonna move on to the next color. And why I say stay on the same color is if you start dark and then you go out with a lighter color, you kind of lose the effect. This kind of gives you like an even effect if you go all the way with the same color and you just do different rows like that. This would be really cool for a note card too. Just something super easy that you could color on a note to somebody or a card. So you can kind of see how it's just starting to come alive, huh? But when you add that darker color, like the green, it stands out a lot. So I've seen artwork for houses, like for kids' rooms, with just the face on a white sheet of paper that is framed with a black frame. So this is like super fancy art that we're doing. Just kind of fun. Okay, so from there, I would just say keep adding your colors, keep coloring. You can definitely practice coloring all of them, or like I said, you can just take one of them and make it onto a big sheet of paper and make something fun. But you can see how cool it would look as a note card. So anyway, hope you guys have a great day. This was an easy project, but something different. We will see you next time.